Hi guys, I'm Shmi, and the first stop on my tour after departing the Geneva Motor Show is to head slightly north to visit Perego Cars. Now Perego is both a dealership, car storage, and also a bit of a car collection, a private collection, and there is some very nice stuff indoors. So we're gonna go inside, have a look around, and see what cars are in here. My FF is tucked away back there. It's armed with its winter tyres because we're heading off into the mountains. It's winter, of course, at the moment, and although we can't see the Alps right at this second, maybe you can slightly in the distance, the peaks are snow covered, but it's dry today. Let's head inside though and see what's in here. Okay then, we're greeted by a GT3 RS 4 litre. That's a pretty epic car to drive, although the new GT3 with a 4 litre and a manual gearbox might rival that one. We'll see in due course. Alpha 4C, very beautiful Jag E-Type, Ford GT, previous gen here, BMW Z8 just beyond the 458 Spider, California. Let's explore further. Up we go. Wow, this place is amazing. Have here then, let's take a little bit of a look around this showroom. And firstly this, the Subaru SB1 Tornado, the only one based on a Ferrari 550. There's a Porsche 356A just in front of it. Then here, the Lamborghini Miura. If I was to buy a Lamborghini, this would probably be it. I've always thought the Miura is a stunning car. It's from the 70s and it is gorgeous. In front of that, the Porsche Carrera GT. Had an awful lot of fun driving one of those not too long ago. We'll come around this way, Ferrari Testarossa there, a Daytona, and here, a Ferrari F40. Obviously, a very popular car, and even there is an F40 bonnet up on the wall over there above the Merc 190 SL. Another Testarossa, and if I keep coming down this way, we have three rather special old Ferraris. We firstly have the 250 SWB, then we have a 275 GTB4 and another 275 GTB4. Three classic 60s Ferraris. This is pretty magical. Then spin round an original Shelby Cobra and a couple more cars. Wow. And you'll never guess what, Perego have just told me that we're gonna take out the Miura. We're gonna go out and drive out on the roads in the Lamborghini Miura S. So I've never been in a Miura. 70s supercar which packs a punch. V12, iconic Lambo. So let's get this car outside.
Yeah.
Before we jump in, let us take a little look around this gorgeous car. It's a Miura P400S. The original Miura P400 coming out in 1966. This model later in 1968 until 71. It was followed by the SV as well. So in total around 750 Miuras were made between the 60s and the 70s. It has a 4-litre V12 mid-rear mounted back here. But as you can hear, is a rather nice sounding engine, and the looks of it are so iconic and distinct. To me, this is a real Lamborghini. It's obviously the predecessor to the Countach, then the Diablo, Murcielago, Aventador, but the Miura started off that V12 line following Lamborghini's earlier models. 5-speed manual gearbox, very, very small, low, tiny little car, but a rather gorgeous one, and you've got distinct features. These sort of eyelashes around the headlights, always something quite unique. But this is a car that until now I've never filmed with. It's a proper Lamborghini. We're gonna head out now in it for a little ride to see what it's all about. The Miura in a beautiful red with the silver highlights, bodywork by Bertone. I'm excited for this one. It's time to step in, button just here. Open up the doors, so small. Now, navigate the small little gap to get in. Wow, this is low to the ground. Pull the door closed. And we're good. Wow, that sound. This is incredible already. The Miura with Greg, who's been lucky enough to drive this car a few times. But what does it mean to you? What's the passion of this car?
Well, for me, the Miura is the supercar, the best, most amazing supercar ever designed. It's the most beautiful car ever designed, honestly.
And one of the most iconic by far.
At least from Lamborghini, yes, with the Countach, I think they're the most beautiful cars ever produced. And it's really the original of the brand, you know. When you think about Lamborghini, you think about power, supercars, and I think the Miura comes first in my head. Even for all the old, nice car design after that, this is really, for me, a very special car.
Yeah, for me too. It's so iconic in its styling and its design. And I mean, sitting here watching you drive it, clearly having a lot of fun. There's a huge smile on your face, even though we're talking about a car that's over 40 years old. Yeah. The engagement, the sort of rawness of it, and the engine behind us, the fact that it sits right here, that V12 is mounted right behind our heads. You can literally see everything. It's just glorious. The whole thing about this is, what a car. I mean, must feel quite special.
Why? After you know what, you will drive it, so you can tell me if it's special or not.
Well, thank you very much. You heard it there first. I now have this massive smile on my face. Wow. So then, my turn.
Yeah.
No seatbelt.
Still no seatbelt.
I keep looking, it's like my instinct. It's like, where are they in a Lamborghini? Okay, it's very Italian feeling, like small, compact, tight. All right. You have to give it a lot of gas.
Sure.
It's like this.
Go for it. That's it. How is it?
Well, I got to get used to everything. You have to really press the throttle pedal quite hard to get response from it. I'm very conscious that my head is right, like on the sun visor. Yeah. Gosh, this feels special. Imagine like in the 70s.
It's crazy, yeah?
Yes. What a feeling. You've got your one tiny little door mirror, a very big thin steering wheel. Oh my goodness. I'm completely concentrating.
You feel what I say now? It's not a...
Yeah. I feel like it's cars like this, you're so much more involved than anything now. Wow, this car at this location.
I'm glad you could give you a good souvenir of our region.
Yeah, totally new experience. Driving into the Miura.
We chose the red color to represent Switzerland today as well.
Red car.
I think the car is from July or September '69, imagine.
Okay, 1969.
Yeah.
This car is 18 years older than I am.
It will be 50 years in 2 years, actually. Right? Yeah, that's great.
Thank you for the opportunity so much.
You're welcome.
This is a sort of proper automotive icon. It's one of those cars that, well, it was, it's Ferruccio saying, no, I want to do it this way, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to do it the Ferrari way.
But I'm happy to hear that from you, because I think you mostly go with new cars, from what I understand.
Mostly I drive modern cars. I've had a few older car experiences, the 288 GTO, the F40 for example, but than normally the modern cars, but something like this is really what it's all about.
Yeah.
I mean, modern cars are obviously much faster. You have so many more aids that make it all significantly easier for you.
Yeah.
But this is just feels raw and real, and make sure I give it enough throttle. Away we go.
It's good to hear that. It means there is a new generation coming after.
Yeah. Well, I think as things move more sort of technological, almost things like this become even more special because they're so much more disconnected from what we are used to.
Yeah.
Almost. It sort of stands out as a completely different experience.
Yeah.
And obviously you have to actually concentrate and think when you drive something like this.
Yeah,
you can't just drive this.
Definitely.
And my mind is sort of absolutely on what's going on and what I'm doing, and well, speaking while driving gets a little bit more tricky, let's just say. Right here too. Oh boy, I've just driven a Miura. This is ridiculous. We're gonna go and open up the back and have a look in there. That is the engine right there. That's amazing when you consider what a modern engine looks like. Oh. The sound! What a noise! This is undoubtedly bucket list check driving in a Lamborghini Miura. As I said earlier, before I even knew we were going to have the opportunity to go in it, let alone drive it, the Miura is kind of the Lamborghini that I would own. This is the one that stands out to me. I just think in terms of the way it looks, the way it must have been so far ahead of its time back then, all of the sort of sense of drama that comes with it, and now I know the feel of actually being behind the wheel, although the concentration levels were spectacularly high. Obviously it's a €1.5 million car. It's kind of fun having it here though, with that bull statue back behind it. But this has just been truly special. I mean, I get to do a lot of cool opportunities and things to share with you guys through these videos, but this, the Miura, my word, this is something I've always dreamt of what it must be like, and now I've driven it. Just absolute wow. I don't really have very many other words, a little bit speechless, but big thanks to Perego for the opportunity for this, just out of this world. Look who has just turned up. Recognize this car, Koenigsegg Agera RS, car I went into the Aston Martin factory actually on the final day of my GT8 inspection before we collected it. Lovely to see this car again. Blue carbon with all the gold accents, that's a nice surprise. Driven down, or shipped down from the UK to be here in Geneva. Wow. This thing is literally the coolest. They've left, so back to the Miura. I think I'm going to bring this one to a close because we're going to continue off on our adventure and journey in the FF. But what a day today has been, stopping to visit Perego Cars and having a go in Lamborghini's, or one of Lamborghini's most fine vehicles, the Miura P400S. So big thanks again to the guys here who made this possible. It has been an awesome day, and of course to Greg for taking me out in it as well. I'm going to wrap it up there though. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, make sure you're subscribed to see the rest of these adventures, and I'll catch up with you again very soon. Cheers.